There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who, when you think of his work, doesn't appear to have a weakness. As poachers go, he's supreme.
And he's had it nicked away. Well read, nice interception. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Inter Milan finding their passes. Great defending, strong and determined. Delivered across. Now that's well seen too. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. PK. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, shooting chance!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
McAllister. Totti. And he welcomes it in. Shot, surely! Goal! Inter! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Basten! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Totti! Serginho clears it away. Great vision. Oh, it's Totti! That's a lovely, neat pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rijkaard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's a decent chance! Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is through here. Great chance! Van Basten finds himself offside. Azar. Van Basten. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That comes as a mighty relief. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's Saka. And they win it back again. Neymar. And this is Batistuta. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Neymar, looking to play him in. Dani Olmo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get rid. Taken back almost at once. And here's Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Here it is, crossed in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball.
And the shot! Oh, crossbar! And they've got rid. Referee's given a throw.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dani Olmo. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open...
Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Dijk. Serginho. And it's Darmian. And here's Van Nistelrooy. McAllister. Oh, that's superb. And that is expertly dealt with. That's a throw. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's got away. Van Basten! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Just eases him off the ball. Stood up well to him there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that was nowhere near his best. Deftly away. And he's intervened well there. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, not quite. Upamecano. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Van Basten. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And big chance, must be! Can he finish? Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
And it's Azar. Now it's Azar. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And here's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Now it's Totti. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. Inter Milan could not have hoped for a better opportunity. Neuer will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That is good alertness. Now it's Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McAllister. Gently done. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. What is ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Totti! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Totti, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 6.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to get it away. And it's gone back to the keeper. Upamecano producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Hazard, he's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. Van Basten, and this is Batistuta. Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Damian.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's managed to get free. That is great defending, so alert. And he lines up it's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
And that will be it. Inter Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
Van Basten.
Picking up the man of the match.